Hello everyone, and welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're looking at White Aura. They just released a bunch of new support for this deck recently. I decided to do the deck box design off of like the bone color that a lot of them have, and then marine mammals. That's what all the big White Aura sinkers are, and then a little surprise here with the dolphins. Yeah, we just had the support in the last pack for a lot of the cards to get into the White Aura stuff that we already had, like White Aura Whale, White Aura Dolphin. So, really happy to see the support that they're getting. And they should be getting more as well. Actually, they should be getting a field spell, which is really good. I saw that one online not too long ago. Anyways, let's jump right into it. So, to start, we have the 3 White Sunfish. This card is really good. It is a level 4. All of the White Aura and White main deck monsters all have the ability to be treated as a tuner when it comes back from the graveyard. As well as White Aura, White Sunfish. I'll actually show these two at the same time just so you can get an idea of how these cards work. So, these two work really well together. So usually if you have these two in your hand, what you're going to do is you activate White Sardine to special summon him by sending another Sardine from the deck to the graveyard. So send him to the graveyard. And because you have White Aura Sunfish, or White Sunfish, if this card is in your hand, you can target one level 4 lower fish monster in your graveyard with the same name as a card you control. So White Aura Sardine, White Sardine. Then you would special White Sunfish and White Sardine. That will give you your level... You could make a level 8 here because this can be treated as a tuner, so you can make a level 8. But usually what you'd want to do is do a 6 here and then go into your other card. But that's all without using your normal summon. 3 cards on the field without doing that. Really, really good. And that also works with, of course, our next card, White Stingray. Same idea. If you have a Stingray on the field and a Stingray in the graveyard, it works the same way. But Sardine is really easy to set up because of the way it special summons itself. White Stingray. You can special summon this card by discarding 1 water monster. So any water monster, he becomes a free special summon. And then the same thing, if he special summoned from the graveyard, he becomes a tuner. That also, again, works for... all the white cards have that same effect. Then we move into the non-white cards. Sorry, these are just proxies. I have like, 15 copies of Abyss Shark, and I just didn't want to take them into the other deck, so I just made proxies. And again, this card's like $10 a piece right now, so it's really expensive. But it's super worth it. If you're playing a fish deck, you gotta play Abyss Shark. This card is just too good. It's a free special summon, and it's a free search when it special summons itself. It's just too good. So what I like to do is Abyss Shark. Even if you just have the Sardine, what you would do is special White Sardine. Then you would special Abyss Shark. Or, send the Sardine to special summon the White Sardine. Special Abyss Shark, search out Sunfish. Then you can special summon Sunfish, then Sardine, and then you have 4 cards on the field. Make our Link monster first. And yeah, make our Link monster first. This is just a really basic combo. Then we have Coral Anemone. Then we can bring back, or then we use these 2 to make our other card. There's a lot of cards on the field, I'm sorry, but it's the best way that I can think to do this. So you make this, then because there's 2 cards in the graveyard, special summon 2 off of him, and then you can bring out another card. It's nuts. So we play as many special summon cards as possible, but I guess I can get into the combos later, and I'll show you how to do them. But yeah, that's Abyss Shark. Great card. It's just too good to not run it. It is expensive, but let me know if you guys want to see a proxy video. Again, I said that before, but let me know if you guys really want to see it, because sometimes it can be nice to have them, just so you don't have a dozen copies. If you play like all water decks, you have a lot of Abyss Sharks. So, you know, you can buy one set and then you can have a bunch of proxies so you know what's in the decks. Anyways, let's go into our next card. We have the triple Silent Angler. Same idea, as many special summons as possible. If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but it does have to be the last card you special summon from your hand. So, which that never really is a problem. Then we play our Silent Sea Nettle. Same idea. If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This one, the bad side to this one is you can only special summon water monsters for the rest of the turn. But spoiler alert, we're not playing anything other than water, so not an issue. And we play the 3 copies of Dream Shark. I like this card in here because it is a level 5. I think it works really well, and also just for a free body to use for our link cards, because a lot of the white aura stuff is even numbers, so Abyss Shark and Dream Shark do kind of make the numbers weird, but it really doesn't. It's really not that bad. You can play around it with the link monsters, like I said. Yeah, free special summon just if you control no monsters or just water monsters. So this is our normal summons for the deck. We have Yamatako Orochi. I'm fully aware that there's probably better cards out there. I really just like playing this because it does work really well in the deck. You can totally sub these out for... I'm not playing this card in here, but you can absolutely sub these out or sub any of these cards out for the Ice Shade Ran. This card is $10 a piece, and I do play it in a lot of decks. But this card is amazing. If you really wanted to sub out this, you totally can. You will not be wrong for doing that. So this is just my personal tech in the deck. I really wanted to make use of this card for a while, and I think I finally found a deck where it works well. It is unfortunate that it is a Sea Serpent, but it's not that bad. So what I like to do is normal, and then you get your White Sardine, special summon, and that's a level 10 right there because he can treat himself as a level 8 or 1, and he is a tuner. So that's a free level 10 right there. And also, this card gets a, if it's a level 9 or higher, which it will be, it can do piercing. So, pretty cool. And it can also be treated as a level 1. And if you do, like, let's say, Abyss Shark in him, that's a level 6, which we do run level 6 synchros. And that card will get 800 attack and defense. So, a couple options. You don't have to do the level 10 thing, but you can. I really like this card in here. Just because you can climb levels really fast with it, with more cards on the field. And we can play our Super Ancient Deep Sea King Coelacanth, or Coelacanth. He is a normal summon, but nothing else in here is a normal summon, so you can just do, you know, special, then tribute summon him. I mean, it's really easy to get him out. Yeah, once he's on the field, you can discard a card and special summon as many level 4 or lower fish type monsters as possible from your deck, which they're all fish except for these two. So yeah, and just synchro climb like crazy with this card. So really good. That's it for the monsters. Again, preference, you can totally play the Ice Jade level 7 if you really wanted to. I'm not personally, but you totally can. Up to you. Now for the spells, we are playing the 3 White Reincarnation. This card is crazy. I love it. When this card is activated, you can add a fish monster with an effect that treats itself as a tuner from the deck to your hand, which that includes all the white cards, basically. You can search any of the white cards with that. The other effect it actually has is once per turn, if a level 8 or higher fish synchro monster is special summoned from your graveyard, you can destroy all monsters your opponent controls, which is amazing. If your white aura monster attacked, you can activate this effect. The attacking monster can make a second attack in a row as well. So just keep attacking with that. Great card. It's a searcher, and it helps out White Aura Whale a lot. Then we have Whitefish Salvage. You can target one fish monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. This is really good recycling. Once per turn, if this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, take one fish monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. Again, there's more cards on the field and cards recycling from the graveyard because you'll be dumping a lot of cards as well. White Mirror, great card. It reincarnates your white cards. It says fish, but most of the time you'll want to use it on these guys, the white cards, because they'll become tuners when they're special summoned from the graveyard. And then you can add a card with the same name. And I play the triple salvage. All of the cards are targetable with this, except for Coelacanth. But every other card is live in the graveyard with salvage. They're all 1,500 and less. So you don't have to worry about that. And we play Harpies, Monster Root Mourn, and Foolish for obvious reasons. Foolish Burial, you'll want to just send one of the white cards again, just so they're in the graveyard so you can get Sunfish's effect off specifically. And that is it for the spells. We can go for our extra deck. Playing White Aura Bahamut, one of these. He does need a Synchro Monster, or one tuner Synchro Monster to make him. Makes him a little awkward to make, but you can do it. He can special summon basically a copy of himself, a token, which is okay. If this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, it's sent to the graveyard while you control a White Aura Dragon token, you can special summon this card in defense position. So he can keep special summoning himself as long as the token is up there. Pretty good. But more importantly, our big level 10s are Ice Shade Ymir. This card is really, really good. You guys have seen this one before, though. And Cheng Ying, of course. These two are just generic level 10s. Water. This one needs a specific water tuner, but still. Great cards, and especially if you get both of them on the field, which is very likely. They work really well together. And I'm playing the 3 White Aura Whale. This is like the cornerstone of the deck. All the cards just keep going back to this. Especially this card just having amazing effects, honestly. When this card is Synchro Summoned, you can destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. Also, it can attack twice. Also, it does piercing damage. Also, when it's destroyed by card effect or by battle, it can, when it goes to the graveyard, you can banish a water monster to special summon it from the graveyard. Not once per turn. So you can just keep doing it as long as they keep attacking. It is insane. And then that, of course, will set off your White Aura or White Reincarnation. All works together really well. Our other level 8 is Dragite. The Spell and Trap Negate is really good. Monoceros. He's our level 7, which the level does come up, but not too often. You can target one fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack this turn. Once per turn, if this card you control is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other water monster and special summon it, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner. So he creates... The other cool thing is that he turns other cards into that White Aura effect, so they can be treated as a tuner as well, you know, like your Abyss Shark and stuff like that. So he has some funny interactions. You don't go into him super often, though, just because of his level. His level is a little awkward with 7, but he's good. Then we play our White Aura Dolphin. He can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its original. If this card you control is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other water monster from the graveyard, special summon this card, and if you do, it's treated as a tuner. Solid, but we got a much better level 6 in the form of White Aura Porpoise. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. And then you can special summon one monster with the same name from your graveyard. I was showing it earlier, but the best way to use this... Actually, I'll show off the rest of the extra deck here. Just 2 Anemone and 1 Mistar Boy. But I'll actually show off the rest of this. So the way that I like to do this is, let's say you open up with this, right? Just 2 cards. You go special by sending the Sardine to the graveyard, sorry. Special Shark. That will add the Sunfish to your hand. And I would like to special summon the Sunfish, then it brings this out. This is I'll put him in as a tuner. So what you like to do is use these two, the non-tuner and the Abyss Shark, to make our Coral Anemone. Then we go into our Synchro, our level 6. Now, the way that this is worded is, if this card is Synchro Summon, you can special summon one level 4 or lower fish monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, which hand or graveyard, so we're going to target our White Sardine. Then you can special summon one monster with the same name from the graveyard. So the reason why we did this is so we have both of the Sardines in your graveyard, so you get another special summon from the Sardine. So we can go just a tuner here and then a tuner here if we really wanted to. We could do either one. So we can go here for our whale if we wanted to, or we can make one of the level 10s. We could do whale, or we could use this one as well to make a level 10. Then we still have an enemy's effect to bring back our Sunfish. And this is just the 2 cards in our hand. Remember, we could easily have a dozen other extender level 4s, you know, like Silent Angler and then Silent Sea Nettle. So that's another level 10 here, and I mean, the possibilities are pretty endless here. But let's assume that we just had those 2 cards. We still have our White Sardine here. Do another level 6 into our Dolphin if we wanted to. Or again, we could just make that level 10. Or we can keep a Sardine here, do Abyss Shark, and we can go into our Monoceros, which he is right there. When this card is Synchro Summon, you can target one fish monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack. So I like to go for him to bring him back. You can only use the effect of White Porpoise, but still, we want him as a level 6 tuner for possibly next turn. But yeah, this is, again, just those 2 cards. But anyways, yeah, that's the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. There's still a lot of cards coming out with this deck, but we'll see how much support we get and I believe a Fishboard Harpooner will help a lot with this deck too. It'll be really good. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. If you guys are interested in getting deck boxes, I am going to be opening to commission soon. Not officially open, but if you want to, there's a link to the Discord up above. Just send me a DM and I can put you on the list earlier. But anyways, that's it.